Okay, welcome back. It's another day, and we want to continue working on the story that the player will be forced through. Yeah, I'll start later. Alright, okay, so the starting village has been defined well, I think, and might want to add a bit more a little later. What can I do here to just like change this code block? Mm, what do I want to do here? Italic? Sure. Mm. Alright, so I'm taking care of mentor teaches. Mentor teaches and has a few challenges. I can do speedrunner stuff. That's mentioned above. Main characters, important people get hurt. The village gets destroyed. Character is hiding but sees the things happening. Uh, main character is hurt, survives, leaves. At this point, how old? Character kid, maybe less than 12. Says start. Then what else? How old should it be? Um, then they grow to how old? 20? 16? For murder? Yeah, sure they start out young, but they also need to be able to survive independently in a harsh world, because the world is harsh and there's not nice people, especially if the area is going to be around a war zone. Um, hmm. Who do they meet along the way? Well, here's a question. Are they taken care of after or Are they taken care of by somebody? In that case, they would get a parental figure of some kind. Um, if the parental figure is not very nice, how might that affect the player character? They'd miss out on what they'd want what they had before more. They would probably gain hate, and maybe the first person they harm might be the person taking care of them. Uh, if they're being harmed by the person they're taking care of, then that just breeds more anger and more hatred. Might accelerate their need to to hurt someone for their own sake. But then that might cause them to be an outlaw depending on who put them in. If they're cared for well, it might soften the pain some ways, but it might not also go away. So, are they taken care of, and by who is a question I'm going to ask. So, enter tab, find person. Kind or abusive or a meh person. Not sure. Kind might soften. Abusive might increase. Meh would just do nothing, really. Feels like the middle ground there. Just being taken care of. They're young. Hmm. There's also the option of none. Maybe they seek work in the military for the reason of revenge. If I do use the military, do I use military? Hmm. That would make no sense though. It's just not chance. Apparently this is just not correct. Oh my goodness. It's way, way off. be watching the actual stream so I can see if any chats or not. Yeah, there we go. Um, who are they actually trying to get rid of? I haven't really decided. I've decided on reasons. Wait, more. I'm gonna highlight this because this is also these are two things that I'm actually considering. Is the antagonist more so the person trying to talk with the player, or more so the person they're trying to destroy? It's easier to have interactions with the person trying to communicate with them, but it could be one has an idea in their head that the other one won't accept, which is the revenge from the main character. So, are they the antagonist? How do I spell this word? Anti. No. Okay. No. Antagonist. Yeah, I hope it. Nope. Okay. Internet. Antagonist. Those words are hard. Antagonist. Hmm. Where are we in the plot? After the village has been destroyed, let's go to the next one. They start hunting. Like, how do they survive? How do they survive in between the, these two areas? Do they hunt for their own food, or are they taken care of by somebody? Okay. If they're left alone with their thoughts, and those thoughts are unfiltered by any other person, they would just repeatedly increase if they are seeking revenge in their head, always thinking about how they were wronged by a group whom they don't know who are exactly. Okay, surviving. Hunt some animals to eat slash fruit fruit until found by some people. They have to be found by people, otherwise they don't get into these jobs. Um, or they find people themselves. Not one of those isn't really easy to do. Because how do they find the people if they don't know where to go? You know, to find people. If someone finds them, maybe they would go with them willingly. If they're bandits and they see a kid alone, they might take him in, train him to be a bandit. If it's the military, they might take him in to train them for the military if he chooses to volunteer. The military might educate them more. Mercenary would also be something kind of like bandits find them, depending on how the mercenary group is. Mercenaries don't have like the most nice or ethical reasonings for being mercenaries, so they might be the best. Um, so I'll highlight these two. Been found by some people after a few years. After a few years? Would it be a few years? Do they need a few years? I could just say sometime later. After sometime later. Brackets. A year. Observer. The other option is that they leave and find a place themselves to go. If they leave to find the forest, or if they leave and look for a place to go. I know a month might be fine. A month, a month is good. I would probably have this as like a month of survival later. Then they're found by some people who pass by looking for survivors. Um, Found by people looking for survivors. And not for the reason to kill, but the reason to bring them somewhere safer. Be taken somewhere safer. Um, then they start joining military uh, military or mercenary bounty hunter or something like that. Because they've been taught a little bit of combat, so they know some combat. Flaming magic is fine. So after the few jobs, they would go. They would meet the voice of reason, which requires a conversation. Um, Still don't have the voice of reason to define well. First time, uh, tab, they talk, and voice of reason learns about the main character and gives what kind of advice? Advice to not seek the revenge? Does that make sense? In like the first instance, you meet somebody for the first time, you shouldn't be giving them advice. Um, but that's fine in this case because the voice of reason didn't really check with them properly. Voice of reason is trying to become a better, helpful person, but they just are not that great at communicating with people. So they talk, gives advice by by telling Sean not to seek revenge. Hmm. Okay. How are they told? Is that just enough? Don't seek revenge? Or is there more said? There's probably more said. It's just like what is said is the thing that's a bit more difficult here. I tell someone not to seek revenge. What are they gonna say back? Hmm. Okay. What are we talking about? How do I seek revenge? Okay. First off, let's explain how are they exactly meeting. Uh, main chart is told um, to meet them for the task we need to do. Uh, the talk and voice of reason learns about my character. Okay, dialogue would contain what? What are we saying? Um, are you person I'm looking for to get info on task with XYZ description? Okay, sure. Voice. I'm over here. Are you Char? Yeah. Tell me what I need to know. Yes, sure. What are the job details? The job details. Wait, help. I don't know. Is that good enough? That's good enough to get them to meet each other. It's not like a good conversation. Um, uh, Voice explains. Is the character patient enough to listen to all of it? I don't see a reason why they can't like the voice of reason a little bit. Enough to let them live in a fight, but not enough to like actually listen. Okay. This explains for while sure does what? What does the character do after they explain? Maybe since they're young, they might just complain about how long it's taking for them to finish. Tired, taking long. Where and when do I need to go? There's no violent interaction in this one, I don't think, based on how I've set it up. Do I add a third character to incite something? Well, it can be a reasonably calm thing for now. Mm-hmm. Mm, um, sure, but could you tell me a bit about yourself? Char relates some of their trauma. People say trauma dump, but what is that but in small amounts still? Trauma spill. Trauma spill. Everyone I knew is dead. And now I want to get revenge. And this job is to help me get stronger. This means this is delayed. Nice. Sorry to hear that. Mm. Just hearing someone say, I want to get revenge, doesn't really imply what they're going to do about it, so the voice might just not say anything. At least not immediately. I'm gonna have to go to sleep within the next few minutes. Um, Sorry to hear that. I think I want to rethink the revenge part. Not directly telling them to change everything, but like advising them Revenge might not be the best thing to do. Mm, Char, I don't care. I'm gonna explain the job. I don't care what the thing. Just explain the job. Hmm. I'll split this into two parts that I can pick a little later. Char as well. I primarily use fire magic and my fists. Oh, I don't know their weapon. I don't know the melee weapon. God damn it. Weapon of choice. God damn it. It could be fire magic. Could be fire magic with a sword. Which will definitely determine their fighting style a lot more. Um, 2-5. What weapon slash fighting style in this story? Which is probably going to be the next thing to work on. I like. Alright. I'm gonna head to sleep. Make sure I don't be late for the things I need to do. Alright. Bye bye.